Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. Let's see what they have for us. Amazon Bedrock launches session management APIs for GenAI applications in preview. Just in time to replace the thing you spent the last month building yourself out of popsicle sticks. Once again, my habit of dragging my feet to adopt new services pays off handsomely. Announcing Amazon GameLift streams. If you're used to talking about GameLift, exactly what it is that you're talking about got more confusing last week. This is a streaming service to stream content like games rendered elsewhere, I think, but they're reusing the GameLift name, so really, all bets are off. This episode is sponsored in part by my day job, the Duckbill Group. Do you have a horrifying AWS bill? That can mean a lot of things. Predicting what it's going to be, determining what it should be, negotiating your next long-term contract with AWS, or just figuring out why it increasingly resembles a phone number, but nobody seems to quite know why that is. To learn more, visit duckbillgroup.com. Remember, you can't duck the duckbill bill. And my CEO informs me that is absolutely not our slogan. Amazon Q developer announces a new CLI agent within the command line. Half a century in, someone has finally fixed the biggest flaw in Unix shell environments. They don't interrupt you when you're trying to get something done. AWS Secrets Manager increases the API requests per second limits. At no additional cost, AWS Secrets Manager now lets you, by default, incur up to 25 cents per second on API calls. AWS Transfer Family announces reduced login latency for SFTP servers. AWS Transfer Family has reduced the service-side login latency from 1 to 2 seconds to under 500 milliseconds. Look, I'm sorry, but if you're interfacing with S3 via SFTP in the year of our Lord 2025, I kind of suspect that an extra second and a half of connection latency might not be the first place you want to go looking for workflow improvements. IAM Access Analyzer now supports Internet Protocol version 6, or IPv6. Wait, you mean we have to worry about a whole second network in our security plans? Well, balls. Streamline your AWS Marketplace renewals. Now, I want to be snarky here, but the features they've implemented are legitimately helpful for a whole host of marketplace use cases and benefit both buyers and sellers alike. Okay, fine, AWS Marketplace team. You escape unscathed just this once. This episode is sponsored by my own company, the Duckbill Group. Having trouble with your AWS bill? Perhaps it's time to renegotiate a contract with them. Maybe you're just wondering how to predict what's going on in the wide world of AWS. Well, that's where the Duckbill Group comes in to help. Remember, you can't duck the Duckbill bill, which I am reliably informed by my business partner is absolutely not our motto. Introducing an enhanced local IDE experience for AWS step functions. This is a nice change, but I confess I'd completely forgotten about Step Functions Workflow Studio. It's been a while since it surfaced in the feed. Good service, great interface, few working examples in the wild so far. End of support notifications and enhanced discoverability for Amazon EKS. You must be joking. To get end of support notifications, and note that extended support multiplies your hourly cluster fee sixfold, you're supposed to build your own solution? Wild idea. Maybe the EKS service could provide this functionality out of the box under the aegis of customer obsession? The end of an era. The final AWS Deep Racer League Championship at reInvent 2024. The wildly popular Deep Racer League has come to an end as Google changes its focus once again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being told it was an AWS service. Really? That feels way more googly than Amazonian to me. And finally, securely onboarding countries to the AWS cloud. This surprisingly interesting post answers the question, what if an enterprise cloud migration were 20 times more complicated and expensive? And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn. Please, scamper happily until I return.